you can still book on that if you want to. All the sessions are recorded, immediately available on YouTube after each session. So you can have a look at that if you want. And then we've got Nathaniel from Nottingham, Lynn from Herefordshire, Meg, hi from Todmorden. Great to be here with everyone. Lorraine, good afternoon from Northern Ontario in Canada. Sue, hello from Glasgow. Another Sue, hi from snowy Italy. Happy not to be working so I can join you all. And then we've got Katie Forster from Cheltenham. And another Susan from Norwich. Heather from Bromley. And then Lorian visiting in Las Vegas this week. And then Kay, so happy to be here. Thank you from Southampton. Good. So we'll just wait another moment or two in case anyone else joins, and then we'll begin the practice. Well, there's a couple of things I want to say before we begin the practice. And then we'll get on with it. We got Deb from foggy southwestern Oregon. Good. Maybe we'll begin. It's 2 minutes past the hour. So yeah, very big welcome, everybody. Lovely to see you and to spend this time with you again. Special welcome to anyone who's here for the first time. And yeah, this is just a chance to have half an hour of quiet in our lives and to settle the mind, settle the heart, settle the body. But before we begin tonight, just a couple of things I want to tell you about. The first one is that we are going to be offering a meditation on Christmas Day. I know Christmas Day can be many things for many people, obviously a time of great joy for some people, but it can also not be such a joyful time for other people. So for the third year running, we're offering a meditation session for anyone that would like to come together in community and practice. So it's from 10 till, oops, get my notes. It's from 10 till 11 UK time on Christmas Day. And it's going to be led by Julia Lofts, who's one of our associate teachers, really lovely meditation teacher. And also very, very generous of her to give her time up on Christmas Day to offer this for others. So I'm really, really pleased that we do that. And this is very Shannon, who writes a lot of our text. She's very, very warm and friendly. And she says, the invitation is to join us just as you are, whether that's glitzed up for the day of festivities or wrapped up in your dressing gown. So you can definitely, and then she says, your house might be in chaos with wrapping paper flooding the floors, or you might be joining us from a quiet nook somewhere. It's completely up to you whether you come with your camera on or off, and there's no pressure or expectation to share anything. Stay for the whole session or pop in and out. So that's lovely, isn't it? Really inclusive. You might just be thinking, oh, I just need 10 minutes of quiet, or you might want to come for the whole hour. So on the community of practice, there's the, oh, look, there we are. Mark's already put it there. That's brilliant. He's put the link for the community of practice Zoom, completely free to join. Okay. Now, the other thing is this evening, we want to do just a little bit more of a push to invite you to become a community patron, to become a patron of Breathworks. I know I've talked about this at different times, but we're doing a little special appeal, as it were, this week. And as I've said a number of times, we looked at a number of different ways to fund our community, because this facility that we offer, everything costs money, doesn't it? And so we looked at a number of different ways to fund it, and we decided on this particular model because it felt the best fit for us as a charity, in that it's completely voluntary. So we continue to offer everything for free. And if you feel able or willing to help support us, then you can set up a monthly standing order. And apparently, this is again from Shannon, we have over 90 free community events a year. Everything's completely free. And if 1 in 10 members got about 7,000 members now. If 1 in 10 were able to donate somewhere from £2.50 a month, we completely cover our target, which is 1,200. We need £1,250 a month, basically, to run this platform, and we fund the other half. It actually costs twice that. But if 1 in 10 of these 7,000 people who have signed up to our community gave at least £2.50, then that would be fine. We'd have it. So that's maybe you can think of this as a Christmas gift to Breathworks. If you've been thinking, I must sign up to that patron thing, but I haven't quite got around to it, then perhaps this evening you could click on that little link and sign up, and then that would be really great. And we can continue to offer these sessions for free. And as many things in life, the more you can give, then the better for us. But we also will keep offering these things completely for free. We know that some people can't afford anything, and it's very important to us that we're here for you. Good. Okay, so the links are there, and maybe at the end of the session as well, Mark, you could repost those links. And yeah, the invitation is this evening to actually click on the links. And in my experience, it's just good to do things straight away. If you think I'll do it later, then you probably won't if you're like me. So that's my request, really, that you do hit that button tonight if you haven't done it already previous weeks. And I know many of you have, so huge gratitude. Okay, good. So let's move on to the practice. And I was thinking what to do this evening. And I know for many of us, this can be quite a sort of frantic time of year. I've got the sense that time is doing something very weird, and Christmas will be upon us tomorrow. It's got that kind of feeling. And all the things that I think I need to do, they're all starting to thinking, oh, there's not much time. So I thought this evening we're just going to do a very simple sort of grounding, calming, stilling practice to help us just get some breath and some air into things, some space into things. Okay, so it'll be just a very, very simple stilling body awareness breath practice. For those of you who haven't been before, you just need to follow along as best you can. And you don't have to do anything other than just be. And your mind will wander, that's normal. And when you notice your mind has wandered, you just choose to come back to the practice. And you might need to do that many, many times. And again, that's the training, and that's completely normal. Okay, good. So if we begin by settling into the position that we've chosen, whether we're lying down, whether we're sitting, or you can do it standing if you'd rather. You can do slow walking up and down the room if you'd rather. But just beginning to arrive and to settle in whatever position you've chosen. And allowing the weight of the body to rest down into the support beneath us. Feeling into the points of contact between the body and the chair, the bed, the floor, whatever it is that we're resting upon. And seeing if we can allow the weight to drop down through those points of contact with a quality of yielding, release, letting go, softening. You want to take some deeper in-breaths and then release, yield a little bit more with each out-breath, then by all means do so. And then when we're ready, allowing the breathing to find its own natural rhythm in the body. And allowing awareness to rest deep inside, breathing inside the body. First of all, in a broad and general sense. And see if we can rest inside breathing rather than thinking about breathing as an abstract idea. resting inside the feelings and sensations in the body as we breathe. Opening on the in-breath and releasing, letting go, yielding on the out-breath. Scanning through the body, and if we notice any areas of pain, discomfort, tightness, resistance, then very gently and tenderly allowing these to come into awareness with the quality of softening, releasing the tension, perhaps breathing in and out of that area that feels appropriate. So we're gradually including everything in awareness rather than having things shut out. Keeping our awareness soft and gentle, kindly. Including pleasant sensations in the body, maybe areas that feel warm or soft, tingling. Receiving these into awareness as well. What emotions are present? How are we feeling? It might be intense, it might be dull, it might be clear, it might be confused. But very gradually allowing this into awareness. So we're kind of waking up to what's going on with receptivity and honesty as we sit here, stand, lie, rest. It feels intense, and perhaps broadening awareness so the emotions take place in a broad field. Staying grounded in the body. We're feeling positive emotion, maybe contentment or happiness. you enjoy. And seeing if we can enjoy that, but let go of clinging and grasping. Just let it flow through the moments. What kind of thoughts are flowing through the mind? Then we look at our thoughts rather than from our thoughts. Stepping out of being so identified with their content. See them as mental events flowing through the mind like clouds passing across the blue sky of awareness. So we're not suppressing our thoughts on the one hand, nor getting swept away on the other. We're simply being aware, present, attentive. Now broadening our awareness to be aware of everything in our experience. Sensations in the body, flowing through the moments, unpleasant and pleasant and dull. Let them come, let them go, let them come, let them go, moment by moment. Letting go of the impulse to contract against the unpleasant, to chase after the pleasant. Letting everything arise and pass in the field of the body. Likewise our emotions, likewise our thoughts. Now let's help the mind become a little more focused, a little more integrated by giving it an object of awareness, something to keep coming back to. A very traditional practice is the mindfulness of breathing. We use the sensations of breathing in the body as an anchor for the mind. Every time we notice we've wandered, we come back to the movements and sensations of breathing in the body. This could be in quite a broad way, like the whole belly, or you might prefer a refined area, like maybe the tip of the nose, where the air flows in and out of the body. And if breathing feels disturbing for you, you could choose another object. It might be the weight of the body dropping into the chair or the bed. It might be the hands, might be the buttocks. It's up to you. The main thing is to choose something quite quickly and then use that as your anchor to return to again and again. And we'll move into a few minutes of unguided practice where we can train in this quality of awareness. What's happening now? You notice you're getting a bit tight. You could consciously soften the buttocks, soften the face, soften the hands. If you're feeling very flighty and distracted, you could perhaps form an intention for these last few minutes to put a bit more focus, if you like, around the quality of attention. Whatever anchor you've chosen in the body. And now, the last few moments, let's let go of any effort whatsoever and just be. Just sit, just lie, just stand, just walk. Let the mind, the heart, the body relax. Now, very, very gently bring a tiny bit of movement into the body. Notice any tendency to immediately grip, tense, and strain. And see if we can keep our awareness soft, the body soft, breath soft. And then in our own time, coming into slightly bigger movements. Opening the eyes if you've had them closed. Good. So thank you all very, very much. I've got you all on gallery view, which is nice. I can see you all. So for those who are here for the first time, I always stay on for a little bit at the end, and people write in the chat box what they noticed. I always read it out. And it's often very moving, a sense of our shared practice together. And Mark's put the links again for becoming a patron. So now's the time to do that little click if you would like to. So we've got, someone's asking whether the Christmas Day practice will be recorded to YouTube. Now that I don't know, but it would be a good thing if we did, I think, wouldn't it? So what I'll do is I will find that out and get Shannon to add it to the post if it is. Yeah, so find out, let you know. So we got a comment here from Nikki. This made me release some grief I wasn't aware I was holding for a friend with motor neuron disease who won't last much longer. So, open bracket, I think, close bracket, a big thank you. Yeah, grief's a funny one, isn't it? Because it's sort of well, it's obviously unpleasant, but then at the same time, I always think that we only grieve because we love. So it's very associated with love. So it has its positive quality. So I'm sorry to hear about your friend though, Nikki. Robert, wonderful, so relaxing. Thanks. And Lorian, thanks so much for the meditation, Vidyamala. I've been anxious and stressed with family things. And while I'm still anxious, this helped me relax quite a lot. Thanks everyone for the meditation time and Mark for the tech support. Yes. Well, I think partly why I chose this practice is I think this is quite a sort of stressy time of year, often around family and things to do. So I'm glad that helped you relax quite a lot. That's great. And Joe, thank you for this wonderful space. Released some emotion I was holding on to and also cured my hiccups. Well, there we are. That's a mystery. Interesting. I wonder if there's some relationship between the emotions and hiccups. And Alison, thank you so much for such a beautiful practice. Lorraine, thank you, thank you, thank you. Vidyamala, a beautiful, relaxing, calming session. And Lizzie, fell asleep again this week, but have woken feeling very relaxed. Thank you. Yes, I think going to sleep is so interesting because you can think I'm just having a nap. But I notice if I go to sleep during a practice like this, I do feel different to if I've just had a nap. So I think probably the words are going in on some level and having an effect on some level. And then Maeve, thank you. First time here. So great that you came, Maeve. Jennifer, thank you for this moment of witnessing my life, connecting with you all across the water, sending much kindness. Thank you for this moment of witnessing my life. It's beautiful. Connecting with you all across the water. So you're obviously not in the UK. And Nathaniel, I was very distracted and then a smiley face, but was able to have a few moments with the breath. So that's the training, Nathaniel. And you can see that as success because you had a few moments with the breath. That was a successful practice rather than thinking about all the moments when you were distracted. And then, Anne, thank you for the lovely meditation tonight and the latest patron ones. Oh, yes, I've just recorded some meditation for the patrons. Yes, that's the other thing I sort of said. If you become a patron by clicking on that link, quarterly, I do an email and I do some specially recorded meditations. So I've just sent them out this week, some sort of yielding, letting go practices. So Cara, thank you. Fran, much needed today. Thank you so much. Jane, I was late to the call, so I was anxious and heart beating loud. So I used that for my focus and it quietened down. Yeah, very good. So as I was saying, we can use the breath, but if the breath is difficult for any reason, you can use something else. So that's quite interesting. Your heart was pounding, so you use that and then it quietened down. It's creative. And Martin, best meditation I've done for a while. So relaxing. Thank you. Linda, thank you. Victoria, thank you for this comforting and relaxing practice. And Lynn, thanks, Vidyamala. Very relaxing. Thanks also to Mark. Yes, always thank you to Mark. And Meg, thank you so much. So relaxing. It is a wonderful time just to be. And Dorian, thanks for the perfect meditative vacation from whatever is troubling me. We'll try to do this one every evening. Could you put it on Insight Timer? I'm floating among the clouds. Love it. Yes, I could actually put that on Insight Timer. I'll do that. But it's also will be available on the Breathworks YouTube channel because it's there already on the Breathworks YouTube channel. So you can just find it there. And then Kat saying hiccups is a diaphragm and spasm. So I can understand any form of relaxation will help. Interesting. Yeah, good. Helen, very relaxing. I was tired, so drifted in and out. Thank you. And Kay, thank you, everyone. So calming. Miriam, thank you for the soothing and peaceful practice. It was a great relief to unclench my jaw. Oh, and then the buttocks and all the other bits. That's great. Thank you, community, and Mark too. Yes, don't forget to relax all the other bits, everybody. And Janice, thank you so much. Beautiful practice. Katie, the sound of my breath turned into me visualizing a wave lapping on a beach somewhere hot. My breath became the wave, and I relished the stillness at the end of each one. The space is getting longer as I became more relaxed. Thank you. That's beautiful. So the sound of my breath turned into me visualizing a wave lapping on a beach somewhere hot. My breath became the wave, and I relished the stillness at the end of each one. The space is getting longer as I became more relaxed. Beautiful. Yeah, because a wave going up a beach, that's a very good metaphor for the breath because it goes up and then it kind of hovers and turns and then comes back out to sea and then it gathers and then becomes a wave. So it's a very accurate metaphor, I think, for the kind of cadence of the breath. And Susan, thank you very much, everyone. It felt lovely to be so still. And then someone saying, what did you say about Insight Timer? So Insight Timer is an app. I think it's free to join. And I've got a sort of channel on there with lots of guided meditations. So you could find me there if you want to. Good. Okay. Mark, so perhaps you could just pop in those Patreon links again, just in case anybody's still wondering, where are they in the chat box? And I really want to click them now. Let's make it super easy. There they are. Brilliant. Excellent. And then we've got Denise. Thank you. Very calming, beautiful practice. I am new to this. Very grateful to you. Yeah, Denise, there's a lovely thing called beginner's mind in Birmingham, in Buddhism, which is when something's new. It's often very, very fresh. So yeah, it's lovely when we're new to these things because we have a very open mind often. Yeah, Kat's saying £10 a month is less than one coffee a week. That is true. So why not give £20 a month? Coffee a week for a month. So yeah, I mean, we're sort of joking around, but I'm trying to be serious about this patrons appeal because we really do need the money. So if you really felt you could do this for us, that would be absolutely amazing. And then Victoria is saying, what is the name of this particular meditation so that I can find it? Well, I did just make it up tonight, so I don't really know what it's called. What shall I call it? Don't know. Someone else can suggest a name there. And Yahoo is saying, thank you, Vidyamala, feeling calm after this practice, was feeling heavy-hearted, although now a bit better. Have a hospital appointment this week and quite nervous. Yeah, so this kind of practice is very good for that because we're open to everything. You know, usually what we do is we start pushing some things away and then liking other things more. But this idea that we're open to everything, we're letting the sensations, we're letting the emotions, we're letting the thoughts, so we're kind of receiving experience and then we're calming. So we've got some ideas of calling the meditation the wave, meditation wave, surfing on the waves, breath as a wave. What should I call it? Yeah, meditation wave. Let's call this the meditation wave practice. So that's what it will be called on YouTube, waving to the wave. Very good. I call it the meditation wave practice. And it'll be on YouTube right away, Victoria. There'll be people over there watching it on YouTube as we speak. So if you go to the Breathworks channel, you'll be able to find it. And I'll have to go over there and rename it. The meditation wave. Okay, everybody. So we'll leave it there. Just writing this down so I remember. And yeah, thank you so much for coming. I've really loved being with you tonight. It's felt really peaceful and sort of settling. Yeah, I feel kind of more integrated and whole and present. Good. Oh, look, Mark's saying he's already renamed it. Mark, you are like a living wonder. How do people like you exist in this world? That is so amazing. So I didn't need to remember the name and I didn't need to go and do anything. So that's 2 victories for me. That is brilliant. Okay, good. So let's leave it there. And waving, not drowning, Katie said. Don't think it was quite accurate, but I don't think we'll call it that. Good. So if you want to unmute yourselves to say goodbye, and I won't be here next week because I'm going to be on this retreat, but I think Sona's going to lead it next week. So you're going to have the special treat of Sona coming back. Good. Okay, so I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Enjoy your retreat, Vidyamala.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Vidyamala.
Thank you.
Bye.
Great week.
Thank
you.
Bye.
Have a great retreat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy holidays,
Thank you.
everyone.
Take care.
See you soon.
Good to see you all.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Bye.
Bye.
Just sending you a message, Mark.
Vidyamala, I have a question if you have a minute.
Yeah, I have a minute. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm
It's
really
still
interested.
it's still being recorded actually. I wonder.